Hello, my friends. Welcome back to the Learn English Quick podcast. Boost your language skills. I'm your host, Paul Hauser. Today, we have a very exciting topic. Robots in everyday life. When people hear the word robot, they often think of science fiction movies. Maybe they imagine a big metal machine with red eyes, walking around like in a Hollywood film. But the truth is, robots are already here in our daily lives. They may not look like movie robots, but they help us in many ways, in factories, in hospitals, and even inside our homes. In this episode, I will explain what a robot is, talk about robots in manufacturing, healthcare, and homes, share real-life examples, including some from my own experiences, discuss the benefits and challenges of robots, encourage you to practice English while learning about this amazing technology. So, let's begin our journey into the world of robots. What is a robot? First, let's answer a simple question. What is a robot? A robot is a machine that can do tasks by itself, or with very little help from humans. Robots can move, sense things, and sometimes even think, using artificial intelligence. Robots are not always shaped like humans. In fact, most robots look very different. Some are arms in a factory. Some are small machines that clean your floor. Some are even tiny, working inside hospitals. When we think about robots, it's important to remember. Robots are made to help humans. They can do jobs that are boring, dangerous, or too hard for people. They are not perfect, but they are improving every year. Robots in manufacturing. Let's start with factories and manufacturing. Robots are used in many factories around the world. They help build cars, electronics, and even clothes. Example: car factories. In a car factory, robots are used to weld metal, paint cars, and put parts together. They are very fast and very accurate. Humans could do these jobs, but it would take longer and be more dangerous. On the other hand, electronics. Robots help make smartphones, computers, and televisions. They can place tiny parts on circuit boards with perfect precision. My real experience. I once visited a factory that made furniture. I saw robots cutting wood pieces into perfect shapes. The workers told me the robots helped save time and reduced mistakes. It was impressive to see humans and robots working together. Robots in manufacturing show us that teamwork between humans and machines is powerful. Humans are creative, and robots are strong and fast. Together, they make production easier and better. Robots in healthcare. Now, let's talk about robots in healthcare. Healthcare is one of the most important areas where robots are used today. Surgical robots. Some hospitals use robots to assist doctors in surgery. The robot arms are very steady and can move in tiny, precise ways. This helps doctors perform delicate operations. Hospital helper robots. In some hospitals, robots deliver medicine, food, or supplies to different rooms. They move through the halls and even press elevator buttons. Rehabilitation robots. Robots can help patients learn to walk again after accidents or strokes. They support the patient's body and guide their movements. My real experience. A friend of mine had knee surgery. After the operation, the hospital used a robotic machine to help with physical therapy. The robot guided the leg in slow, gentle movements. My friend said it felt strange at first, but it helped the recovery a lot. Robots in healthcare show us that technology can make medicine safer and more effective. Robots at home. Now, let's bring robots into our homes. Yes, many people already live with robots. Robot vacuums. This is probably the most famous home robot. A small round machine moves around your house and cleans the floor by itself. Some can even return to their charging station when the battery is low. Real example. My neighbor has a robot vacuum. She says it works while she is at work, so when she comes home, the floor is already clean. It saves her a lot of time. Robot lawn mowers. Some robots can cut the grass in your yard. They move around like a vacuum, but outside. Smart assistants. Robots can also be smart speakers with AI, like Alexa or Google Home. They can control lights, play music, and answer questions. Cooking robots. In some countries, robots can help in the kitchen, stirring, cooking, or even making coffee. Robots at home are not only helpful, but they also give people more free time to spend with family, hobbies, or relaxation. Benefits of robots. Now let's talk about the good side of robots. Efficiency. Robots work faster and longer without getting tired. Safety. They do dangerous jobs like welding or handling chemicals. Accuracy. They can do small, precise tasks that humans may find hard. Convenience. At home, they save us time and effort. Real example. I once borrowed a robot vacuum for a week. Honestly, I was surprised. It did not clean everything perfectly, but it really helped reduce my cleaning time. I had more time to relax and read. Challenges of robots. Of course, robots are not perfect. There are also challenges. Cost. Robots can be very expensive. Not everyone can afford them. Jobs. Some people worry that robots will take human jobs. Maintenance. Robots need repair and updates. Mistakes. Robots sometimes fail. A robot vacuum might bump into furniture or miss dirty spots. Real example. I once saw a video of a robot waiter in a restaurant. The robot was supposed to bring food to a table, but instead, it got lost and stopped in the middle of the room. Everyone laughed, but it showed that robots still have limits. The future of robots. What about the future? Robots are becoming smarter and more useful every year. We may see more robots in homes, not just for cleaning, but also cooking, helping elderly people, or tutoring children. In healthcare, robots may become standard assistants for doctors and nurses. In factories, robots will continue to improve, making products faster and cheaper. Maybe one day, you will have a robot friend that helps you learn English. Imagine that a robot that listens, corrects your grammar, and encourages you every day. English practice with robots. Since this is an English podcast, let's connect robots to language learning. Did you know that some robots are already used to teach English? In Japan, small robots are used in classrooms. They speak English with students and help them practice conversation. Apps on your phone also act like robots. They use AI to give you exercises, correct your pronunciation, and encourage you. So, even today, you may already be learning with robots, without even noticing. So, my friends, today we learned that robots are not just science fiction. They are real, and they are all around us. In factories, they help build cars and electronics. In hospitals, they assist doctors and patients. In homes, they clean, cook, and make life easier. Robots have many benefits, but also some challenges. And in the future, we will see even more robots in our daily lives. I hope this episode gave you new knowledge and also some good English practice. Remember, technology is not something to fear. It's something we can learn to use wisely. And just like learning English, working with robots is about practice, patience, and curiosity. Thank you for spending this time with me. I'm Paul Hauser, and this was the Learn English Quick podcast. Until next time, stay curious, keep practicing, and don't forget, you might already have a little robot in your life.